what's going on? Happy to have you here. Thanks for popping in. This is a little bit of a change of pace from my usual stuff. This is actually a video that I've wanted to do for a while. Not just an update on what's been going on with the channel, but also some stuff that's been on my mind about YouTube in general. So if you were following me last year, you might remember that I somewhat tongue-in-cheek referred to last year as the year of the Phoenix. Only because I had some ambitions for the channel, some goals for the channels, and some hopes for it. And 2023, for the most part, was a good year for the channel. In some ways, it was the year of the Phoenix. I got into some video gaming that I wanted to get, into with the channel. I wanted to play with that a little bit. No pun intended. I was doing live streams semi-regularly, every Friday night or so. I had a bunch of lightsaber videos, including a spin video, like a music video that I've done a few of those. I always look forward to doing those. Last year I managed to do one during the summer. Speaking of live streams, I also had my May the 4th 12-hour marathon, which was an achievement in itself. And the channel also broke the 500 subscriber mark. So, all in all, not a bad deal. Not a bad year. Things are going along very smoothly, but I hit a wall. And the wall was called real life. Right around late November into December, right around the time that the holidays were ramping up. For one thing, we had some major happenings going on in our state, in Rhode Island. A major roadway that a lot of the state depends on, a bridge that connects two different parts of the state. They had to close down the westbound side of it. And this had and when I say close down, I mean they've had to close the westbound side of this bridge completely down. They have to demolish it, and they're trying to get a company to rebuild it, or a company to submit a bid to rebuild it, I should say. If you Google Rhode Island Washington Bridge, you'll get the full story there. I'm not going to give you all the details. It would pad the video out to a long length that you don't really need all that from me. But the side effect this had was it shifted traffic, so as a result it takes longer to travel through certain parts of the state than it normally would. This had an impact on me at work. I had to be at work at a certain time in the morning, and because of this kerfuffle and the traffic, there was no way I was going to be able to make it to work for the time that I had to. So, to give credit to my workplace, they put me on a flex schedule where they allowed me to come in at a later time in the morning. However, the flip side of this is now it's still ongoing, by the way, but I get out at a later time at the end of the workday than I normally would. And not only that, but because of the traffic, now it takes me longer to get home than it did before. By the time I get home, I have to do I have to go from work mode to homeowner mode and do this and that and the other, and by the end of the day, I'm just burned out. to be quite frank. So that's part of what was going on. There was also a period of time wrapping up 2023, heading into 2024, despite, not just the holiday stress, but there were some other things that I was dealing with. Personal stuff, Some of you know what I've been through in my personal life, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. All right, there are times when life gets to be a challenge, and this is not an excuse, by the way. I'm just stating facts. All right, you have to deal with stuff, and it's not always easy. Add that all up with holiday stress, and then once the holidays were over, there was still stuff going on at work, and my youngest is still in school, so there was school stuff going on that I had to help him out with and go through with him. It just all added up. And for my own mental health, something had to give. And unfortunately, it ended up being the channel. Not just the channel, it also ended up being my Instagram account too. I just went completely dark. Backed away from my social media profile and just focused on maintaining myself and my personal life. Things have gotten a little bit better, so don't panic about, don't worry about me for any of that. It's not, I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it's a little better, all right? However, while my mental health break was necessary, because if something didn't give, then I was about to shut down on everything, and I couldn't do that. All right, in my real life, I've got a lot going on. I've got, my kids, even though they're older. I'm still their dad. I can't, leave them high and dry at all. So something had to give, ended up being the channel. Even though I needed it for my mental health, it ended up being probably the worst thing that I could have done for my channel. And this is where we're going to shift gears. If you've read the title of the video, we're going to shift gears to the other thing I wanted to talk about. In 2023, I had built up a lot of momentum with my channel, and I was cruising pretty steady. The view counts were slow but steady ticking up. My watch hour count, which is another YouTube metric, that was doing okay. My subscriber count was coming along very nicely. To give you an idea of how that was going, I hit 500 subs in May. And by late November into December, when all this rigmarole happened, I was at about 540. Roughly around there. So, not bad at all. As a result of going on that break, however, my momentum stalled. My view count went way down, as far as the accumulation, I should say. My watch hour count tanked. That has definitely gone down. If you're looking to be monetized, you have to have a certain amount of watch hours, 3,000 or 4,000 within a 365-day period. Because I was not making new content, my channel stalled. And to be quite honest, I think it affected my standard in the algorithm as well. Because the videos that I had, the views were very, few and far between, when you are a small YouTube channel, and if you're watching, I'm only speaking for myself. If you're a small content creator and you're watching this video, maybe you can relate. Maybe you can agree with me on this. When you're a small channel, momentum is everything. You have to be constant with your output. You basically have to feed YouTube new content. If you're pushing out new content, the algorithm likes you and it promotes your stuff to viewers / potential subscribers. If you lose that momentum, it can hurt you. It sure did me. One thing I have found out through my own experience is that you tend to have most of your views come from people who have not subscribed to your channel versus those who have subscribed. As illustrated by this graphic that you see here. This is my percentage of total watch hours, subscribers versus non-subscribers. If you are a big channel with millions of subscribers, you're already monetized and whatever, probably doesn't hurt you that badly because you have the momentum. You're probably able to build up your subscriber count because your videos are getting out there. If you're a small channel, with maybe, say, well, in my case, say a few hundred subs, or even if you have the subs but you're not monetized yet, it's a struggle. It really is. You know, taking into account that most of my views are coming from people who have not subscribed to my channel, that's quite a big ratio. And I'm sure I'm not the only small channel out there who is like that. If you find a channel whose content you really like, and you're binging that channel, then you should subscribe to them. Because that way you're going to be able to be up to date on the new content that they're putting out. And it supports the channel and it helps them grow, which is what pretty much they're looking to do. It's not just a matter of watch hours, it's also the amount of subscribers that you have that help get your channel monetized and also boost you in the algorithm. So if you're binging a channel and if you're watching a channel constantly and you're not subscribed to them, really, subscribe. And this, of course, is where I make the case for myself. If you are watching this video and you've already subscribed, thank you. I do have a core group of people, subscribers, I will say, who I can always count on to watch my stuff. So I thank them for that. But if you are watching this, I am going to place a couple of thumbnail links at the end of this video to a couple of my playlists. And I invite you to binge my channel. If you like what you're seeing, please by all means subscribe. Okay, help me out. I'm trying to get back up to where I was. And on that note, this would normally be where I say, I've got these videos coming out, I've got those videos coming out. I'm not going to say that because even though there are videos I want to do, I don't know when I'm going to get to do them. Besides a matter of free time, I will be frank, there are times during the end of the day or the end of the week where I'm just burned out and I have to get the motivation to get the content going. That is still something I'm working on. All right, that's just the way it is. So while I will not say, well, I can't say when I'm going to do the stuff I want to do, I will say this. There will always be content coming from this channel. Even though I am not as active in this year, 2024, as I was in 2023, I haven't gone anywhere. And I don't plan on going anywhere. Right now we're in July of 2024 as I'm recording this. Who knows how the rest of the year is going to go? Who knows how 2025 is going to go? But I don't plan on going anywhere. Alright? I am too vested emotionally and otherwise into this channel to stop now. I have no plans on stopping. Okay? Phoenix ain't going anywhere. So don't worry about that. That's pretty much where I stand as of now. That's pretty much what I have to say. I'm going to get down from my soapbox. I'm going to post those 2 thumbnails for the playlists. Please check out my stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to work on doing my part, and please help me out to get back into the groove. Alright? As always, friends and neighbors, thank you for watching, and as always, please be good, be well, be safe, be happy. See you in the next video.